Come in, Crypto Revadians. This is Crypto Revada. So cryptocurrency is digital money, without a central authority. But here's the magic question. How does that actually work? How do you have money without a bank? That's where blockchain comes in, and in this video, I'll cover what a blockchain actually is, how blocks get chained together, why it's so unbreakable and trustworthy, and why it's such a big deal for the future of money. We're going to demystify the technology behind every cryptocurrency. No computer science degree required. Let's get into it. Think of blockchain as the engine that powers cryptocurrency. It's the underlying technology that makes everything possible. Let's start with the simplest explanation. A blockchain is just a database. But not just any database. It's a database that's incredibly transparent and secure. Think of it like a shared Google Doc that everyone can see, but no one can secretly change. Once something is written, it's there forever. Also, the name tells you everything. Blockchain. A chain of blocks. Each block contains a group of transactions, and these blocks are linked together in a chain. That's the basic idea. Now, let's go deeper. Every block has three main parts. First, the data. This is the actual information being stored, like Alice sent Bob 1 Bitcoin. Second, a hash. Think of this as a unique digital fingerprint, like a unique ID or serial number. Third, the previous hash. This is where the chain comes in. Each block contains the hash of the block before it. And in case you're wondering, a block's hash is generated mainly from its data and previous hash, along with other metadata, using cryptography. So if you change even one character in a block's data or previous hash, its hash changes completely. Here's where it gets really interesting. Because each block references the previous one, it becomes extremely difficult to alter history. The chain makes it practically impossible under normal conditions. This is what makes blockchains so secure. If you try to tamper with an old block, its hash changes. That breaks the link to the next block, and the entire network rejects the tampered chain. It's like a mathematical seal. Once something is sealed, you can't unseal it without everyone noticing. This is what we call immutability. Once something is on the blockchain, it becomes highly unfeasible to change or delete. Now, here's the really cool part. Blockchain isn't stored in one place. Instead, copies of the entire blockchain exist on thousands of computers around the world. These are called nodes. This is what we mean by distributed ledger. There's no central server, no single point of failure. If a hacker takes down one node, or even 100 nodes, the blockchain keeps running. The other nodes have copies. This is fundamentally different from traditional databases. Your bank's database? One company controls it. Blockchain? No single person or company controls it. This is why crypto can't be shut down by any single entity. There's no server to flip off. But wait, if thousands of people have copies of the blockchain, how do they all agree on what's true? That's where consensus mechanisms come in. In simple terms, consensus is how the network decides which blocks are valid. It ensures everyone has the same version of the truth. There are different types of consensus mechanisms. The two most famous are proof of work and proof of stake. Proof of work. Miners compete to solve complex mathematical puzzles. The winner gets to add the new block. This is what Bitcoin uses. Proof of stake. Instead of solving puzzles, validators put up their own crypto as collateral. If they violate the network's rules, like approving fake transactions, they lose their stake. This is what Ethereum uses now. We won't dive deep into these today. That's a whole video on its own. But here's the key idea. Instead of trusting one central authority, you trust the math. You trust the code. The rules are transparent and unchangeable. Every transaction on a public blockchain is visible to anyone. You can go right now and look at Bitcoin's entire history. every transaction, ever. This creates incredible transparency. No hidden fees, no secret backroom deals. The code is the truth. And here's the profound part. In traditional finance, you have to trust banks. You trust them to be honest, to not cheat you, to not lose your money. With blockchain, you don't need to trust a single bank or institution. You just trust the math. This is what people mean when they say trust the code, not institutions. It's not about blindly trusting technology. It's about having a transparent system where trust is mathematically enforced. Okay, but why should you care about all this? Let's talk about why this matters. Blockchain is a new way to organize trust. It's a new way to store and transfer value without needing middlemen. We're so used to needing institutions for everything: banks for money, notaries for documents, lawyers for contracts. Blockchain lets you skip the middleman. It creates direct relationships between people, peer-to-peer, no permission needed. This is why people call blockchain trustless and permissionless. Not because it's untrustworthy, but because you don't need to trust a third party. The system itself guarantees honesty. Not because it's lawless, but because you don't need permission from anyone to participate. No gatekeepers, no approval required. This is the revolution. No institutions needed. Whether this revolution succeeds or not is still being written. But the technology itself? It's pretty remarkable. All right, let's wrap up. Blockchain is a distributed ledger, a database shared across thousands of computers. Each block contains transaction data and the previous block's hash, which together generate a unique hash that links them into an unbreakable chain. Because it's distributed, there's no single point of failure. No single entity controls it. Consensus mechanisms ensure everyone agrees on the truth. You trust the math and code, not institutions. And this creates a fundamentally different system: transparent, immutable, trustless, and permissionless. If you found this helpful, check out the video on your screen, or dive into the full playlist to follow the series. And don't forget to hit subscribe for new videos. I'll catch you all in the next one. Crypto Revadians, this is Crypto Revada, signing off. Over and out.